My name is Dr. James Ellingford, and the university has invited me here today to talk to you a little bit about my background, and in particular talk to you about a very real problem that we face at Take-Two Interactive Software, the solution that we came to, and the outcome that delivered. So onto my background. Obviously I went to school, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I wasn't the greatest student, was always good at maths and English, but the other subjects, quite frankly, didn't stick. I went through and did some postgraduate studies, have a master's degree in business, and eventually got a doctorate in management. The important point is that to this very day, I'm still learning. You never stop learning. My professional interests lie in the areas of strategic marketing, and for those people who know my wife, strategic marketers the world all over love my wife, because when there's a new antibacterial wipe or cleaner that's introduced to the market, my wife goes out and buys it. Corporate strategy is an area that I'm passionate about, and obviously strategic human resource management. But when I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a pilot. But I realized that the slightest error or lack of concentration could not really be very enhancing to one's life, and therefore decided no, pilot wasn't for me. So I thought, okay, well, I'll be a ship's captain. Anybody that knows me realizes that my sense of direction is absolutely appalling, and with being a ship's captain, you need to know how to navigate, you need to know port from starboard, all a bit too confusing for me, so I gave up on that idea. And then I thought I was going to be a brain surgeon, as after all, they're well respected in society. But let's face it, guys, that outfit is not very flattering, and I don't like it one little bit. The blue coat mask doesn't do it for me. I thought dentist, same problem. They've got those masks again, and I'm not into masks. I thought I might be a fireman, and I was quite excited about being a fireman because that yellow outfit was quite flattering, I thought. I liked the idea of the helmet. I had a problem though with the backpack that they wore, because it would be very restrictive. So I decided not to be a fireman, but I do like fire trucks to this very day. Then I thought, I know, I'll be a manager. Because my parents, a long time ago, said to me, James, get into the area of business and climb the corporate ladder. Now you know what, as an 8-year-old, I understood what a ladder was. I actually knew how to climb a ladder, so I thought, fantastic, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to climb the corporate ladder and get involved in business. And I drew a little chart some years ago, only a few years ago, of my corporate ladder and myself as the manager. I'm very glad I did, because I realized that by being a manager, I could run the airline industry and not risk my life. I could run a shipping company and not beach the ship. I could run the hospital without wearing those ridiculous uniforms, or the dental practice, or I could run the fire department without having to wear that ridiculous backpack. So I'm very, very glad that I decided to become a manager. My years of intense research proves something. And you will often find people saying business is a bit boring. Well, I'm here to tell you that these people are categorically wrong. Business, without any doubt, is the most exhilarating discipline there is. And remember that business is an umbrella term for many different areas of specialisation, whether that be marketing, whether it be human resource management, whether your area of logistics and operations is where your interests lie, whether it be financial management, whether it be legal. The list goes on and on. Business covers such a broad term of different specialist areas that I think people that are involved in business can find very rewarding, incredibly challenging, and have tremendously exciting careers. Before I retired, which was about 2 years ago, as Anne mentioned in the introduction, I was the head of the global business, Take-Two Interactive Software, which includes Rockstar Games and all of the rest of those great gaming products. I had 3,000 staff from 48 different nationalities. We had offices in 45 countries around the globe, and I spent most of my time in aeroplanes. We dealt with numerous issues And the list could go on forever, but I've listed a few here. Obviously dealing with currency fluctuations, foreign exposure gains or losses, which was superbly managed by our finance department. There were differences in laws. You know, the law is different in the US as it is to the UK or Italy, France, Spain, Austria. So you need to be across that, and our legal team was always across the differences between the laws. There were differences in marketing. You know, and marketing is an area that I'm passionate about. And the fundamental differences that exist in marketing are remarkable. How you market a product here in Australia is not necessarily how you market it in Italy. And direct translation of marketing material can actually get you into a lot of trouble very quickly, because some words simply don't translate well. Let me tell you, driving a truck, not that I did, but I can tell you about it because I know. Driving a truck from London north to Scotland takes forever. The roads are congested, the tolls are expensive, truck insurance costs a fortune, petrol's outrageous. The cost of doing business in the UK is incredible. We were also a large distance away from the majority of our European markets, being Spain, France, Italy, Austria, Germany, Switzerland. So that wasn't advantageous. We had a real problem though with status quo, and that was that businesses in the gaming business were based predominantly in the UK. We had a 15-year history of being based in the UK. But I was convinced, and with my charming wife pushing me in the back, I was convinced that there had to be a problem, a solution to the problem. The solution was to relocate our business, and we had numerous meetings with Swiss authorities, the Cayman Islands, Jersey Islands, Bermuda. The list goes on and on and on. Flying all over the place, having these very important meetings to discuss what they could offer our business. After all, it was a large business employing many people, very useful to countries. So we met with the authorities, and we ended up deciding that Switzerland was the place for us.